Hello everyone, this is Sheshe. Today we are completing the Sweet Peony card kit series. These are the instructions. This is the card we are making today. So I've already gone over what's in the kit. If you need to see that video, I'll link it somewhere in the description box. And this is one of the pieces. So what I'm going to do is just get started and start layering the pieces down. We will do some inking, and when we get to that part, I will just go ahead and fast forward the video. So what it shows in the picture is that the bird cage is going to somehow layer in the oval. So here are the pieces. So we'll do the flowers last because that's basically the last element. Somehow in my kit, maybe in your kit, you have 2 sentiments in case you mess up, because I care. So I'm just going to leave that for another card, but because I care is the sentiment. I have a sponge dauber. The inks I'm using is Memento Rosebud and Angel Pink and Bamboo Leaves for the greenery of the little die cuts. Okay, so what it shows is this piece goes up top right here, and then there is another piece that goes at the bottom. And it layers under this little oval right here, like that. And then the oval has another piece that layers underneath, and it offsets like that. Okay, and then the bird cage somehow is tucked in under the oval, somehow like this, and it's outside of the oval somehow. There is this beautiful piece right here, and it's also cut, and one is at the top and one is at the bottom. Okay, so I'll zoom in some more so you can see what I am doing. So I'll take some of these pieces off. There is some inking of the edges, so what I'm going to do is start the inking so you can see what I'm doing. These pieces get inked, the oval gets inked, and this part gets inked, and then of course the flowers gets inked, and there's also slight inking of the card base. Okay, so I'll go ahead and speed up the video so we can do the inking, and most of the inking is in, I would say, I'm going to choose to ink it in the Angel Pink. I don't want it to be too dark. Okay, so I'm going to speed up the video and play some music, and then we'll start putting our card together. It is at this point you want to fussy cut the flower out of the greenery. What you will do with this portion is insert the flower. Now there is a little piece that I snipped off. You'll see it. It's on the bird cage. You want to save that piece. You will need that as well. It's the little curly piece. I'm going to set that aside. You'll also fussy cut out the little flower on this piece as well. You will wrap that around the medium-sized peony as well. I'm just inking that flower, well actually the greenery. I just needed a little bit more green. So now we're going to mold our peonies and shape them. So I'm just showing you how I assemble the flowers. I've done this in the previous videos. I do spritz a little bit of water to help with breaking up the fibers of the paper. In this particular video, I'm using a 12mm stylus as well as an 8mm stylus for the big flowers. I am not using the shaping mold in this video. I'm just using the stylus and the mat to shape my flowers. There are 3 flowers on the card, and for the big flower you will need 2 flowers, so there's 2 layers. The medium flower, there's only 1 layer, and then the small flower, there's 2 layers. It took me a minute to figure this out because when I started to put the flowers together, the 2 smallest flowers, they went together, and the middle flower didn't have another flower for it to go together, so that's how I figured that out. So right now, as you can see, I am just layering the petals 2 at a time. They fold in together, and then I'm just adding some glue so that I'm forming the bud. And then once you fold the flowers in, I just check to make sure there's glue to hold the bud together. You will do this for all the flowers because on this particular card, these are buds. It's not a full peony, it's just buds on this flower. You can use hot glue if you want an instant dry. I just prefer to use wet glue. This is the medium flower, and as you can see, it's just 1 layer. So now I'm working on the large flower. Again, there's 2 layers for this bud. We will repeat the same steps. Glue 2 petals side by side, and then we'll fold 1 petal over the 2 petals. And then after that, just check each particular petal and make sure everything's glued to form the bud. And then you'll set that aside to dry, and then work on the other flower that it will sit in the center of. I'm just gluing at the bottom of the bud and gluing the other flowers so that it will form the full flower bud. Now I'm just holding the flower so that everything stays. Now I'm just cutting the die cut apart, because what we're going to do is wrap the flower around, actually the die cut around the flower, and then that's going to glue on to the card. This is the piece that you should save. Then this die cut also wraps around the medium flower. So you'll glue that as well. And now we're ready to glue all the flowers onto the card. Okay, I'm going to bring back our picture. This is how it looks on the picture. And to be honest, it's kind of a just do what you think or how you feel it should be on the card, because the instructions really does not say how it should be arranged on there. So I'm going to do my best to duplicate the card. So this is one of the pieces that I cut off of the original die cut. So this is what I think of how it should go. This is the big flower. So I'm going to glue it on here like this. Like this is the little piece, and then this is one of the pieces right here. And I'm going to angle it like so. And then there's this little swirly piece right here that came off the original die cut. And I believe this kind of goes like they were mimicking the original drawing. So I'm going to tuck that under there and glue that down. And then this is the next flower, and this is on here somehow. There's like this on here, and this is tucked under here like this. So I'm going to glue that on here. So this is on here like this somehow. Kind of what I'm guessing. And then this flower is on here like this somehow, angled like this. So I'm going to glue that on top. It's very interesting how they come up with these designs. It's like a puzzle. And then this flower comes out of this piece right here. So I'm going to glue this down, and you just gotta kind of have to glue it right on one of the petals like this. This kind of look like it's coming out of one of the leaves. Then don't forget your sentiment, and the sentiment is going to come off like this. Okay, so I give this a little bit of glue. Glue out here. Okay, here's the finished card. It turned out super gorgeous. And the only thing left that you need to do is just add some sparkly glitter, and that's what I did. I hope you can see all that shimmer and sparkle that I added. So I hope this video was helpful for you to make this beautiful card. So take care, everyone. I'll add some pictures at the end so you can get a closer look. Have a fabulous day.